So how much should I keep in an emergency fund?
I mean, I could take that with another rule of thumb. I mean, you hear this often in our industry that 6 months is what you need. But I can also say that from the analytical side, it's much more complicated than that because everyone's situation's different, and everyone's time that they need the money is different, or time when they need the money is different. Their temperament about investing is different, and the amount of risks that they want to take with their assets. So it's a much deeper conversation when we talk about reserve cash or money on the sidelines to weather a financial storm.
I'll piggyback on that one, absolutely. It is very complicated. It depends on where you are in life. From our perspective, too, just to put some facts behind the numbers, the reason we look at 6 to 12 months of cash in an emergency savings is because on average, that's about how long it takes to replace your income. And so we're thinking about an emergency savings as someone who's currently, 30, 40, 50 years old, employed, still seeking out retirement. They're not quite there yet. If something were to happen to them, something that they can't control, then ultimately that's what the emergency fund is there for. It's to give them the cushion or the comfortability to know, hey, I've got a little bit of a runway here to go and replace that job that I maybe just lost. Or this big expense came up and I had to replace a roof. Whatever the case might be, you want to make sure you've got a buffer of cash there so that you're not worried about market fluctuation and ultimately letting your long-term dollars continue to compound and not interrupt that by all of a sudden being derailed by, an bad situation, right?